from the campus of Westfield State University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who would have thought they'd lead ya? Who would have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I just centered myself better. You see, because I was like way over there. It looked kind of weird. Now, this looks better, right?
Sure.
I'm a little more centered. Hey!
I can electronically move you, too.
I know you can. It makes me dizzy when you do that.
Well, it's your own problem.
Today is Monday, January 2nd, 2023. Man, I'm glad I don't write checks anymore. You know,
Well, there is that.
I do have to write dates a lot on things at work. But so on this day in 1947, sessions of Congress are televised for the first time.
Okay.
Soon after that, the remote control is invented.
Okay.
Coincidence? For some reason, you're listening to That'll Learn Ya, your favorite thing about Monday. We are. Do you have any resolutions?
Not to die.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you luck on that.
Oh, thank you.
If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. I'm going to try to stop.
More and more stupid people out there. It's getting harder and harder to honor.
I'm going to try to stop bragging about how adorable I think I am.
Okay.
Because I think it comes off as cocky.
It does.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Okay, so I'm going to try to cut down on bragging about how adorable I think I am.
Just say it to yourself as a personal affirmation.
Okay. I am the host of the show, Michael Buster McMahon. And then, hey, I'm kind of excited. Check this out. The police want to interview me later today, and which is weird because, like, I didn't even apply for a job there.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is going to be kind of fun, I think.
It's always love to be loved.
Yeah. Joining me is my pal and producer, Peter Cole. Say hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Now, exercise is not on his list of resolutions because he gets plenty of it at work.
Yeah, I guess.
jumping to conclusions, pushing his luck, dodging deadlines. Yeah, you get plenty of work.
Don't give me a bad reputation.
Today on the show, cool songs and great stories about them. Plus, if we have time, we'll discuss the strange tale of a man from Torrid and his passport from a country that doesn't exist. But we probably won't have time for that. So
Where do you come up with this stuff?
I let my brain wander, and sometimes it comes back with stuff.
Okay.
Like one time I was at work, I was really, really bored. Well, wait, all right, let me finish this. Let me say the closing line here.
Okay.
So sit back and relax, won't you? And remember, a clean work desk is a sure sign of a cluttered desk drawer.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so one day I'm at work, and I'm like, all right, I'm bored. Brain, go wander off somewhere and come back with something interesting. So it does. It comes back and says, you know what? I think that the Rudolph the Red-Nosed, no, it was no, A Year Without Santa Claus. You're familiar with this Christmas special, right?
Yes.
Like the Jingle and Jangle Bells.
Mm-hmm.
They said, I think that's just a tribute to like Skip Mahoney and Hunts Hall from the kids on the East Side kids there, the Bowery Boys.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, Brain, you might be right, but that's what you came back with? Really? Are you familiar with the Bowery Boys?
No.
No? They were a bunch of silly little movies in the 50s about these kids who they're like bums and stuff. But,
Okay.
But yeah, the two. I can't think of Skip Mahoney's the actor who played him. Leo Gorcey. Holy crap! How did I know that? Leo Gorcey and Hunts Hall, and I think that they were Jingle and Jangle Bells. Basically, I think they inspired the characters later.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. So there's a reason why I'm playing this first song.
The reason for the season?
Yes, the reason for the season. You know why?
No.
Because my fantasy football team, the Carpathian Dragons, last week, we play our championship week 16, and we raised banner number 7. And friends of mine, especially friends who are in the league, think I talk about this too much, but I'm sorry, I'm proud. I mean, 7 titles against... Now, look, if this was 7 titles against a bunch of schlubs, maybe I wouldn't be so proud, but people in this league are very passionate about football, and this is an accomplishment, and I'm sorry, I'm proud of it. 7 titles in 25 seasons.
I finished 3rd in the family league.
Oh, nice.
2 tough weeks when all my good players had a crappy week. All in the same week, mind you.
Yeah.
Mind you, this week they destroyed everybody. But like Devontae Adams having 5 points in a week. Come on, are you seriously?
I had for my championship week
for the Raiders.
I started Zay Jones and Donovan People-Jones as my wide receivers, and they got me both receivers got me 0 points. But I got enough elsewhere, and my opponent had a poor week too. So it was a little bit of an ugly Super Bowl.
Had I not lost last week, I would have been in the championship, and I would have crushed my sister-in-law.
Jalen Hurts. I lost Jalen Hurts. That hurt me.
Yeah.
And I started Geno Smith, who didn't do a lot. But
in my league, not Geno Smith. Who is the quarterback? My primary quarterback is the quarterback for the Bills,
Josh Allen.
And then my secondary quarterback is the quarterback for the Giants.
Daniel
now,
Jones.
had I known, I would have started Daniel Jones because he went off yesterday. Holy crap! I had a freaking
Sam
career
Darnold
day.
went off. So we're at Gillette. We went to the game. Friends, shout out to my buddy.
Yes,
Jay.
I know. Bragging again.
Yeah, my buddy Jay, who brought
you
us to
and the
football game.
wife were bragging. I was like, Karen, what the? Karen was bragging too.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been to 4 games this year, which is a
Both
record.
of you bragging.
No, we're happy. We're proud. I mean, people put stuff that they're happy.
No, she was happy about what a good day it was for weather.
Well, that was the thing because when
you said you never go to games in December.
yeah, I don't.
Or
and,
January.
And Jay took my friend Joyce and myself to a game at Thursday night against Buffalo, and it was so cold. And he's like, "Hey, I also have tickets for January 2nd," and we're both like, "Oh my god." Like we don't really want to go because it's New England. It could be 0 degrees that day, but
Yet it's 50.
we reluctantly said yes because it's a free game. Our buddy Jay wanted to take us, and
50.
and holy mackerel, did we luck out?
50.
I can't imagine if we said no and then seeing what kind of day it was.
You would have pissed yourself.
I would have been so mad, and but yeah, it was a fantastic game. Punctuated by the fact that the Patriots got a W
Squeaked
against
out a
a
win.
division. And you know what surprised me at the game?
Squeaked out a win.
Surprised me at the game. I figured of all the games I went to, Baltimore, Detroit, Buffalo and Miami, there would be more opposing Dolphin fans, you would think, of all of them.
Well, because our local Patriots have
No. Well, it's not that because I mean
Screwed the pooch lately.
There are like there's not a lot of Lions fan. Like you, it's chances are you personally probably do not know a Lions fan.
no.
My guess is you probably know a Dolphins fan. So I was guessing of the four games I went to, the Dolphins, the opponent contingent would be strongest in this one. It was not. There were more Baltimore Raven fans than
Wearing shirts, you mean?
yeah. And I saw I saw some Dolphin fans, but I didn't see a ton of them, which surprised me. It really did.
Maybe they thought the same thing you were. It was going to be cold.
Maybe, but I mean,
Didn't buy tickets.
their loss.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was a good game.
So in 1992, a New Jersey high school helped revive this song in America because students in Clifton, New Jersey asked to sing it at their graduation. But the principal refused because the association with Freddie Mercury, who had just died of AIDS, and the school was like, remember this is the 90s. People were a little less tolerant. This led the students to flood New York radio stations with requests for the song. And the station started playing it in sympathy for their cause, so much that the song kind of
Recharted?
It got re-released and went to number 52 again. All thanks to wow. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, people have power. They don't seem to realize that when it comes to politics and everything else, but people have a lot of power and they're motivated to do something. That's a grassroots effort that got a song back in the charts again.
I still don't feel like I'm properly centered here in the video shot. There we go.
Stop fussing.
I'm a believer.
Remember,
in
you're coming
framing
in
the
at
shot.
you're coming at an angle, and that's a square.
Okay.
So it's never going
I
to
know.
be perfect.
I'm just saying. I was broadcasting, so I was always taught to perfectly frame the shot. Had room.
Yeah, we're good with that.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so in honor of banner number 7 for the Carpathian Dragons, here is "We Will Rock You, We're the Champions" by Queen. 89.5 WSKB.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it, we will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, gonna make you zombie someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace, somebody better put your bag into your place. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you. Everybody, we will rock you. We will rock you. All right. I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my shells and kicked in my bed, but I've come through. And I need to go on. We are the champions, my friends. fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. The champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Oh, we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the street. They're dancing in Chicago, down in New Orleans.
Martha in the Vandellas. I actually like every version of that song. I'm not big on remakes, but
Yeah, there's not a bad version.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody has one somewhere, but Van Halen, the Mick Jagger, David Bowie one, and I think there's another one that I've heard that I'm like, you know what, I kind of enjoy all versions of that song. But you were gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
All right.
I'll let you finish your story, then I got something.
What's kind of weird was when the song was written. It was written for Motown act, Martha and the Vandellas. And Barry Gordy's like, this is an interesting song. You mentioned all these cities, but there's one city you kind of forgot.
Uh-oh. The one you're sitting in?
In the original, in the original version that was written, there's no mention of Detroit. We're like, this is Motown. We're not going to put a song that's good. So that's why they specifically say in the song,
Motown City?
You can't forget the Motor City, because they did. So it's sort of like making amends, like,
Rewrite.
well, you can't forget the Motor City, even though we did originally.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Sure.
How are they going to keep the ice cold today at Fenway Park?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a little warm. It's going to be in the 40s.
Yeah, usually when you're scheduling these events,
The Winter Classic.
the Winter Classics, somehow January in, when you're picking cities, Boston makes a lot of sense.
Safe bet, yeah. Usually.
And so that is going to be interesting. I'm sure they've got some emergency contingency plans.
Well, I'm sure they have a way to freeze the ice.
I'm sure they do. They have, in Arizona. I mean, there are games in hot temperature. I mean, I get it. It's an enclosed building. It's easier, but underneath they got things. So it may be interesting. They may have to, aside from the periods, they may have to stop the game at some point and.
Yeah, because it's going to be 51 in Boston today.
Wow. This is nice. Let's hear for global warming, huh? Yeah.
No.
I think I'll keep my 2 8 cylinders. Thank you very much.
And to bring you down, it's going to rain on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
I don't mind the rain so much. I don't like snow, but I don't mind the rain.
All right, and for the trifecta, Kenny's in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I saw that. God bless him. Yeah, I mean, when is Kenny not in? I mean, doesn't he go like 3 times a year?
Oh, he goes like 6 times a year.
Nice.
Well,
right.
I mean, he does work with a convention or something and get some status.
Yep,
I went. It's freaking expensive as hell.
Well, it can be. It depends. It depends on where you're going, what you're doing.
I was stuck on the Strip.
Yeah.
If I go back, right, I would stay at the Four Queens Hotel up in downtown.
Yeah, the perfect place where I stayed was perfect. It's 1 block off of the Strip, Ellis Island, and it was cheap as hell. It was like $39 a night.
I went to Ellis Island for a steak dinner. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, the food's great. They got a karaoke bar. They've got
and my girlfriend hit $90 on a slot machine.
Yeah, they got $10 blackjack. I absolutely Ellis Island. It's 1 block off the Strip.
Yeah, it is.
And
it was right behind Bally's.
You were paying so much more less. And I did a lot of research, and I said, "This is my hotel, and this is forever going to be my hotel."
So for us, and you're right, it is, and looks comfortable and clean.
Yep.
So, for us, staying up at Fremont Street in downtown is better for us because we like to go to the music, and we're not big gamblers.
Mm-hmm.
But with 3 stages within 2 blocks of each other, and all you got restaurants there, you have everything. That's for us. That's like fun.
Yeah.
And it's less expensive, and I can get a car and go exploring, too.
Yep. Yes, you can. So, in the interest of equal time, there's so many times that we talk about a time when the music company wanted to do something, and the band said, no, you're wrong. This is our thing, and it turns out the band was right. Well, here's a case with a time the record company was right.
Really?
Yes. They were talking to the band Jay Giles, and they said, we want to release, the song Centerfold. And Jay Giles was like, "Are you crazy? It's a joke song. It's a throwaway song. It's never going to be a hit. It's just this stupid little thing we put on the record. No, it was never meant to be a hit. It was meant to be a joke. No, don't release it." And the record company released it, and it became a hit. So sometimes the record company is right too. Here is Jay Giles, Bay State Rock and Roll, and Centerfold, 89.5 WSKB.
She was pure like snowflakes, no one could ever
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
She said it's lonely here tonight. She's always sad when she's alone. She said I need you here tonight. She couldn't wait till I get home. She loved me, and that's all I need to know. She's part of my life, just a part I won't let go. And she said
I remember people hating Chicago for sounding like this.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up this point because it was the beginning of the diminishing of the horns.
Right,
And-
that's what I'm saying, yeah.
So David Foster came in, the producer, to work on this album, and Dara Seraphine, the drummer, who we met in Vegas when we went to Vegas. He didn't tell me this. This was something that he had said. He's like, a lot of people criticize this, but the truth was that, our manager heard radio stations were telling us, we're not going to play songs with horns in it anymore. The times are changing, and a lot of people want to blame the producer, David Foster, for diminishing the horns.
I think it's a great sound.
But
it's a great song.
They said that, we are keeping the integrity of the band because we want the band to continue.
Right.
And, that's a forgotten song. You don't hear, I hope my sister's listening. She loves Chicago.
I do too. My dad loved it he loved the horn style. And I was like, oh, well, this is the same Chicago because I heard the new sound when I bought, their album. And I was like, okay.
But that's a forgotten song. You don't hear that song too often.
Yeah.
All right. You're not very good at the, game. Did this song go number one or not? Okay. Even if you're flipping a coin, you should get 50-50, but you were like batting like 10%.
Yes, I know.
So let's expand this game. Okay.
Oh, no.
Was the song a top 10 hit? So Peter, was that song?
Love Me Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think it made it in the 20s. I don't think it was top 10.
Look at you. Number 22. All right, maybe we found your calling. Maybe we found the game for you now.
Well, that was when, but that was my era. That was when we were in high school, and I know more about those songs than stuff. But I remember being
in the 20s. A good job.
I remember being a hit for a while, and it played for quite some time, but it wasn't. I don't remember going to number one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Top. That's
what
why.
I'm saying.
That's why I expanded the top 10 because I actually it was not to make it easier. It was actually making the game harder because I think you knew that song did not go number one. But I'm thinking if you had to guess, you might have said yes, it had snuck into the top 10, but it did not. Good song though.
Yeah.
From Chicago 16. Now
that's a great album.
Yeah. All right. So John Sebastian, who does the opening theme to our show, he was in the band The Loving Spoonful, and when he was a counselor at camp, he had to make up his mind because there were two girls he was interested in. One had beautiful blue eyes and lots of money, and the other was kind of mousy but very appealing, which he says in the song. And basically, he was trying to decide between the two of them, and this became the song. But it was a complete fantasy because he said, actually, in fact, neither one of the women actually had any interest in him at all. So this is sort of a fantasy come to life. Here's Did You Ever Have to Make Up Your Mind by The Loving Spoonful, 89.5 WSKB.
Did you ever have to make up your mind and pick up on one and leave the other behind? It's not often easy and not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? Did you ever have to finally decide and say yes to one and let the other one ride? There's so many changes and tears you must hide. Did you ever have to finally decide? Sometimes there's one with big blue eyes, cute as a bunny, with hair down to here and plenty of money. And just when you think she's that one in the world, your heart gets stolen by some mousy little girl, and then you know you better make up your mind and pick up on one and leave the other behind. It's not often easy and not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? Sometimes you really dig a girl the moment you kiss her, and then you get distracted by her older sister. When in walks your father and takes you in line and says, better go home, son, and make up your mind. Then you bet you better finally decide and say yes to one and let the other one ride. There's so many changes and tears you must hide. Did you ever have to finally decide?
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
I hold you in my arms. Is a band played? What are those words whispered, baby? Just as you turn away. I saw you last night out on the edge of town. I wanna read your mind to know just what I've got in this new thing I found. Tell me what I see when I look in your eyes. Is that you, baby, or just a breeze in disguise? I heard somebody call your name from underneath our willow. I saw something tucked in shame underneath your pillow. Well, I tried so hard, baby, but I just can't see. Oh, what a woman like you is doing with me. So tell me who I see when I look in your eyes. Is that you, baby, or just a breeze in disguise? Now look at me, baby, struggling to do everything right, and then it all falls apart. Burn out good light. I'm just a lonely pilgrim. I walk this world in where I wanna know if it's you I don't trust. 'Cause I damn sure don't trust myself. Now you play the loving woman, I play the faithful man. But just don't look too close into the palm of my hand. Oh, we stood at the altar. The gypsy swore our future was right. But come the wee hours, well, maybe, baby, the gypsy lied. So when you look at me, you better look hard and look twice. Is that me, baby, or just a breeze in disguise? Tonight our bed is cold, lost in the darkness of our love. God have mercy on the man who doubts what he showed us.
Bruce Springsteen, Brilliant Disguise. Now, he swears the song is not autobiographical, but right at that time that he wrote that song, he was having problems in his marriage. Julian Phillips, his first wife, and they divorced soon after. So I think subconsciously the song is autobiographical.
Okay.
I think sometimes it's tough to keep your personal thoughts like out of a song that you're writing.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so now this next song, you might not remember it. It also went to number 22. Maybe we should have a show directly, all songs that peaked at number 22 on the charts. That would be an interesting.
That'd be a little bit of homework on your part.
It would be. But so now this guy Tony Carey, he was. So I'm saying people might not remember this song. I love this song very much, and I hope you people listening like it. Tony Carey was with the band Rainbow. We've played a couple Rainbow songs before, and he had a solo album. And the record company was like, what are you envisioning the hits from this album? He's like, well, I think Fine Fine Day and The First Day of Summer are the potential hits from the song. And like, well, here's the problem, kid. We think the lyrics to both of those songs are just awful. They're horrible. We don't like them. And there's a big dispute to the point where he said, I was traded like a baseball player. I had no say. I woke up, I got a call, said that, my contract has been traded to MCA Records. And,
no kidding.
Over that dispute. MCA Records had no problem with the lyrics. They released both songs. Fine Fine Day went to number 22. First Day of Summer went to number 33. So not monster hits, but they were hits. So maybe Tony was right here. I love this song. You probably forgot it if you said you're a big 80s guy. You probably don't remember this song. But it's a fantastic song. Here's A Fine Fine Day. It's funny because one time a buddy of mine who's big into the 80s too, he's like, oh, where'd you go last night? So I went to a karaoke bar. I was with Tony and Carey, and he was like, wait, what? I'm like, what? He's like, Tony Carey was there? I'm like, no, not Tony Carey. Tony and Carey were there. So sometimes I think of that because so here is Tony Carey and A Fine Fine Day, 89.5 WSKB.
When my Uncle Sonny flew back into town, said I'll just go for a ride and have a look around. Took off his fedora, stuck his fingers in the crown, and he pulled out $20 and he laid that money down. And he called out to a taxi cab, take me down to Central Park, and keep that meter running to the $20 mark. And he kept his eyes turned forward and he sat up straight and tall, and no one even noticed him, no one cared at all. It's a fine, fine day for a reunion. It's a fine, fine day for coming home. You did your sitting, you did hard time, and you ain't gonna sit no more. They can't keep you there no more. It's a fine, fine day, and nothing's gonna take you away. It's a fine, fine day. Oh yeah. The first time I saw Sonny, I was just about this tall, and he always made my mama kind of crazy when he called. Him and my old man would stand and whisper in the hall, then they'd disappear and maybe not come home at all. Then one day Sonny stopped coming around. Heard he got himself into a little trouble out in town. Sometime after that he finally disappeared for good. When he pulled that old Houdini like we always knew he would. It's a fine, fine day for a reunion. It's a fine, fine day for coming home. You did your sitting, you did hard time, but you ain't gonna sit no more.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Never find, as long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else, no one else. You'll never find, it'll take the end of all time, someone to understand you like I do. You'll never find the rhythm, the rhyme, all the magic we shared, just us two. Oh, I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, but I know somehow, someday, some way you are. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. Oh, late in the midnight hour, baby, when it's cold outside, you're gonna miss my love. You'll never find another love like mine, someone who needs you like I do. You'll never see what you found in me. You'll keep searching and searching your whole life through. Oh, I don't wish you no bad luck, baby, but there's no ifs and buts, or maybe you're gonna miss my loving.
There I am, Lou Rawls. Now, this song probably was autobiographical. The songwriter was going through a divorce at the time with Dee Dee Sharp, the singer, and that's really kind of cool to have your public, declaration made into a song. And
I guess.
now, it's always a dangerous strategy too. I think when a girl breaks up with you and say, "Oh yeah, well you'll never find somebody like me," because I think you're welcome. The inevitable response, "Good, whew, thank you." That's a wonderful thought. Thank you. I had a girl cry when she broke up with me once. Was that a weird reaction? I'm like, I can see that this is hurting you, so we can just call this breakup off if you want. If it's going to hurt you that much, that you have to cry over it. But that was kind of a sweet reaction, don't you think? And someone yelling at you, get your crap, get out of here. I never want to see you again.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it was any easier, but it was. I think it was kind of touching that.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. That one kind of yeah.
That's why I try to be supportive with her. I'm like, I don't want you to be this upset, so we can just call this off. She didn't take me up on that. She still went through with the breakup.
Okay.
The sweet, touching guy that I was who tried to make it easier for her. So John Bon Jovi was having the toughest time. He had some songs and he's sending it to record companies, everything. No. And so he had this song on the cassette, and he noticed in New Jersey there was this brand new radio station. They were so brand new they didn't even hire a receptionist yet. So he was able to pretty much walk right through the door and talking to the DJ. And he's like, "Oh, okay, who are you? You're a rock and roller? Yeah, all right." And so like during a break or something, he played a little bit of the song to himself. He's like, "That's not bad. I'll play it." And it got request. "Hey, what was that? Can you play it again?" And the record company, as the radio station, as it got bigger, actually released a collection of local favorites. And this got attention in the band, which eventually got them signed. But this was a pretty cool song. Sometimes I think a lot of Bon Jovi songs get overplayed a lot, but this one I don't think it's played enough. It probably went to number 22, right? We should look it up.
It probably went to number 22.
I'm going to look that up during the break. If it's at 22, I'll tell you, because that's going to be a very strange coincidence if it did. Yeah,
okay.
I don't think it was that big of a hit. Here's Runaway, 89.5 WSKB.
On the street where you live, girls talk about their social lives. They made a lipstick, plastic, and paint. Touch the savors in their eyes. All your life, all your best friends, your daddy gonna talk to you. But you were living in another world, trying to get a message through. No one heard a single word you said. They should have seen it in your eyes. What was going round your head? Ooh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's curling fast, all those things they couldn't say. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Different light every night, guaranteed to blow your mind. I see you out on the streets, calling for a wild time. So you sit home alone, 'cause there's nothing left that you can do. There's only pictures hung in the shadows left and a look at you. You know she likes the lights at night on the neon Broadway sign. She don't really mind. It's only love she hopes to find. Ooh,
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Saturdays were made for polka. Tune in to the Polka Jammer Network starting at 6 a.m. and Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellina, Breakfast at BB at 8:30.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
I hold on so nervously to me and my drink. I wish it was cooling me, but so far has not been good. It's been shitty, and I feel awkward as I should. This club has got to be the most pretentious thing since I thought you and me. Well, I am imagining a dark-lit place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move, because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. I hold out for one more drink before I think I'm looking too desperately, but so far has not been fun. I should just stay home. If one thing really means one, this club will hopefully be closed in 3 weeks. That would be cool with me. Well, I'm still imagining a dark-lit place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move, because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move, because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. Not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move, because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. You'll probably move right through me on my way to you. You'll probably move right through me on my way to you.
Figure 11. That's a rockin' little tune.
It is. I'm surprised you choose it.
Why? I like rockers.
You don't always. Well, that's fairly new.
It's 15 years old.
I know, but it's fairly new.
In fact, that's kind of a joke. I was my friends I was at the football game with. We were talking about the show, and I said, "Well, yeah, I got some newer songs." And my wife was like, "How new is new?" I'm like, I think there's a couple songs that are like 15 years old. 15 years old.
Right. Yeah.
That's new to you. I'm like, kinda.
It is for you.
I'm tired now.
I know.
So it's kind of a funny story how that song was created. So they had a photographer friend. It's like, oh, let me take some like pictures of the band, with an action. Like, all right, I I guess we should play something. I don't know. Just I'm just taking pictures. You don't even have to play
Play a
anything.
riff, yeah.
So, the guitar starts playing a little riff, and someone starts adding. And after a while, they realized, what is that? Well, we just kind of came up with it. And like, there's a potential song here. So just from those little still photo shots, they had this riff, they had this beat, and they put lyrics to it, and boom! See, it's not hard to write a
You got
song.
the Paralyzer.
Yeah, it's not hard to write a song. Just pick
And
up.
it's funny. It's funny that what they were doing is taking still lifes, and they called the song Paralyzer.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. All right, now this
Maybe
song.
I know something that I know something.
Now I used to go out karaokeing all the time when I was single.
This is an easy song to sing, no?
Okay, so now I can sing.
It doesn't have many lyrics.
One of my songs that I did very well with was "Is She Really Going Out with Him" by Joe Jackson.
Yeah, sure.
So now naturally I'm thinking, all right, well I can sing Joe Jackson.
Oh no.
So let me sing this other Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson
song.
has some range.
Yeah, and no, I cannot sing the song. In fact, it was downright horrible. So when Joe Jackson's marriage broke up, he moved to New York City to record this album. It was called Night and Day. The title is from the Cole Porter song, in tribute to that. And the album was designed to have the feel of 24 hours in New York City. The first side represented day, and the second side of the album represented night. And so here's one of the songs from that album. And do not try this karaoke, Peter. It's difficult. Here's Steppin' Out by Joe Jackson, 89.5 WSKB.
The mist across the window hides the light, but nothing hides the color of the lights that shine. Electricity so fine, look and dry your eyes. So tired of all the darkness in our lives, with no more angry words to say can come alive.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Dreaming, I must be dreaming. Or am I really lying here with you? Baby, you take me in your arms, and though I'm wide awake, I know my dream is coming true. And oh, I just fall in love again, just one and then it happens every time. And there I go, I just fall in love again. And when I do, I can't help myself, I fall in love with you. The way I hold you when the night just seems to fly. Easy for you to take me to a star. Heaven is that moment when I look into your eyes. And oh, I just fall in love again. Just one touch and then it happens every time. And there I go, I just fall in love again. And when I do, I can't help myself, I fall in love with you. Can't help myself, I fall in love with you.
There. Are you surprised I played that song?
No.
Anne Murray. I like Anne Murray.
I do too. My dad had a big thing for Anne Murray.
So one of the songwriters, one of the co-writers of the song, he had so much faith in the song. He's like, this is the greatest song I've ever written. In fact, this is the greatest song I've ever partaked in. It's going to be a monster hit. And so he gave it to the Carpenters. And the Carpenters liked it, and they recorded it. It wasn't a hit. He's like, damn. He's like, what the heck? This is the greatest song I've ever written. So, all right, I'm not going to give up. He gave it to Dusty Springfield. Dusty Springfield liked it, recorded it, not a hit. He's like, what is the matter with everybody? Are people listening to the song? This is the greatest song I've ever written. I can't write anything better than this. This is a monster hit. I'm going to try one more time. Anne Murray, are you interested in this song? Yeah. Boom. Hit.
Now
And he's
you
like-
know the rest of the story.
So finally, he was vindicated. He was like, I knew. He goes, I knew this was going to be a monster hit for
If
somebody.
there was a more perfect place for a sound drop, I can't find it.
I'm just wondering, like, if Anne Murray's version didn't become a hit, would he have said, all right, that's 3 strikes, or would he have kept going on? Would he have kept pushing?
I don't know. How many times do you want to have rejection?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they
people-
probably didn't weren't horrible, but they weren't hits.
The people, liked it. They said, "Yeah, I'll record it." And I don't even know if they released them or anything, but we all know the Anne Murray version of the song.
Yes, we do.
Now, this is kind of creepy. When I was doing my research, I found out this story, and I'm like, "Whoa!" Because this is actually it's another one of my karaoke songs. And I didn't know about this. I knew that Gordon Lightfoot had written it about a girlfriend who was like, he was so engrossed. He's like, I'm on a roll songwriting and stuff. I can't go out.
I love the guitar riffs in
Yeah,
this
this
one.
is a great song.
Ugh.
And so she went out without him. And he's like, oh, that's fine. Have a good time. But then as he's writing, he's like, boy, oh boy, I hope nobody's like, she's a pretty girl. I hope nobody's like trying to pick her up. And so he actually wrote this song about his feelings about that. Now, here's the part that gets creepy. Okay, the girlfriend at the time was Kathy Smith. Now,
Okay.
Kathy Smith later on was sentenced for providing the lethal dose of heroin to John Belushi.
No kidding.
So this girl was trouble. So yeah, so the girl that basically killed John Belushi, that's who this song is about, which is kind of was a whoa moment for me.
Yeah, right,
When I
exactly,
was
yeah.
doing a little bit of research. Here is Sundown by Gordon Lightfoot, 89.5 WSKB.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. I can see her looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. I say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her get back stare. Well, I could see you home with me, but you were with another man, yeah. I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away, yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? Take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. I say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money with a face like that, do ya? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her yeah, back stare. Well, I could see you home with me, but you were with another man, yeah. I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away, yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl?
Tired.
No,
I don't think my daughter Serenity is listening or watching because the other day this song came on. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, well, that's
You're
not
getting
true.
old, dude.
Well, I said, that's not true for you. I said, your mama dances. And she goes, but my dad doesn't rock and roll. Dad rocks and rolls. That's
but you're tired afterwards.
Okay. That's why the next song is going to be a slow song.
Now, I want to. I don't know if you did this in your research, but is that guitar, the crackling in the guitar, purposeful or was it a happy accident?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like you can hear the distortion in the guitar cable.
Yeah.
And his vocals are so flat. It's so refreshing in the age of autotune that his vocals are flat as a board. Like I just looked at it on the scope just to make sure. But there's a little bit of distortion in there. And then there's almost no lower high end. It's just mid range.
Here's the problem. Okay, that's the band Jet. Now, they got a lot of criticism because that song was very similar to Lust for Life by Iggy Pop. And now you can say, sometimes this happens, right?
Yeah.
But here's the bigger picture problem. That whole album, Get Born, gets a lot of heat for a lot of the songs sounding like other classic songs. So, I don't know if they want to write it off as, hey, we
were inspired by?
Yeah, inspired, tributes by, but when all your songs are, people are saying, then there might be a problem. Maybe that's why we haven't heard from Jet again.
I loved that song when it came out.
It's a great song.
Because it was refreshing. In the era of auto-tune crap, it was different.
It was the first song used in the popular iPod commercials, too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But still, I think I'd heard it before that, and it was just no auto-tune. There's no auto-tune there. Like, it's real.
So this song might be responsible, believe it or not, for getting Fleetwood Mac back together in the 90s. All right.
Really?
All right. Let me take you through this.
Okay.
Director Blake Edwards, a fantastic director, he had Christy McVie cover this song for his film A Fine Mess, which wasn't one of Blake Edwards' best movies. It was still an enjoyable movie with Howie Mandel and Ted Danson.
Okay.
Her band Fleetwood Mac hadn't recorded together since 1982 when asked to do this in the 1986 film. Okay, so yeah, maybe the a little bit later, earlier than the 90s. And so she's like, well, all right. She convinced Lindsey Buckingham and her ex-husband, John McVeigh, and Mick Fleetwood to back her up on the recording. And hanging out together, they were like, all right, this is kind of fun. And in 1987, they released an album, Tango in the Night. So maybe this song, which Blake Edwards wanted her to cover for his movie, I would say is responsible for them getting back together in the 80s.
Could be.
Yeah. So
well, at least got them in the same room.
Yeah. Yep. But soon after that, hostilities returned. Lindsey Buckingham left and didn't return to the band for like 10 years. But here is my favorite Elvis song, Can't Help Falling in Love. 89.5 WSKB.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Step right up and don't be shy, because you will not believe your eyes. She's right here behind the glass. You're gonna like her, 'cause she's got class. You can look inside another world. You get to talk to a pretty girl. She's everything you dream about. Don't fall in love. She's a beauty. One in a million girls. She's a beauty. What would I like? What would I like? You can say anything you like, but you can't touch the merchandise. She'll give you every penny's worth, but it will cost you $1 first. You can step outside your little world. You can talk to a pretty girl. She's everything you dream about. Don't fall in love. She's a beauty. One in a million girls. What would I like? What would I like? Don't fall in love. 'Cause if you do, you find out she don't love you. One in a million girls. One in a million girls. What would I like? Now what would I She's a beauty. One in a million girls. What would I like? Now what would I like? Don't fall in love. 'Cause if you do, you find out she won't love you. One in a million girls. She's a one in a million girl. What would I like? What would I
The singer of the Tubes, he's walking in San Francisco and he sees a like a massage parlor type place. It says,
Yeah.
pay $1, talk to a naked girl.
There you go.
That's a tempting sign. So basically, what it was like a promo. You pay $1, and like
A peep show.
peep type show.
Yeah,
The current
peep
does.
show.
You can talk to her though. It wasn't like the solid glass beat. And the idea is for them to entice you to come in to spend more money.
Sure.
But so he's like, all right, well, I'll do this. And he's like, wow, you're really pretty, which, I'm sure she's like, yeah, I know. And he's like, well, I'm in this band and we're looking for dancers. And I'm sure she's heard that all before. Yeah, it didn't work and everything. But the whole idea of paying $1 to talk to a naked girl, but don't fall in love with her, became the basis of the song. And despite your little number one, the song only went to number 10.
But on the rock chart,
On
it
the
went
rock,
to
okay,
number 1.
you're gonna go with the rock. Okay, that works.
I did confirm that.
The Tony Carey song that we played earlier did very well on the rock charts too. But yeah, nice job. All right, so now this is
I do have all of them. I have 1 through 100.
Nice.
So if I wanted to do
Number 10.
Cool.
Yes, yeah, I have them all.
All right, pretty cool. All right, so now
I paid for them.
So in the record studio, Richard Marx is in the studio, and he's recording this song. And Joe Walsh just happens to be like in the next studio. He's like, "Hey, this song sounds kind of cool. You mind if I play?" I feel bad for the the regular guitarist because Joe Walsh wants to play on this. Yeah, you beat it.
Maybe they had him in as a rhythm guitar.
Probably. But so Joe Walsh is basically like, they're like, well, he's an unknown. He's like, I don't care. I think the song is kind of good. I like it. I want to play in it. Now, Richard Marx generally said that, yeah, I usually like to be the boss of the band, and, I kind of like for the guitar to match my voices. But this is Joe Walsh. You're not going to tell Joe Walsh not to do.
Well, and it's good.
Joe Walsh is going to do what he wants to do. So I didn't know this. Joe Walsh, he's playing guitar on this record. And you listen to it, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can hear that. So here's Richard Marx, Don't Mean Nothing, in 9.5 WSKB.
Welcome to the big time. You're bound to be a star. Even if you don't go all the way, I know that you'll go far.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Change your number. Guess that I don't need
of the rare songs that I liked the first time I heard it. Usually I hear a song a couple times, but
It had a unique song.
First time
unique
I heard
sound
it, I'm like,
to it.
yeah. And the song wasn't working for him as he was writing. It's like, it doesn't work. And then he had the idea, you know what? Let me get a female vocalist in here, and she can throw in her side of the story.
Counterpoints.
Yeah, he's like that, and it worked. It was kind of funny. You've seen the video, like, you know, he's all painting different things, and that night he actually had to stop somewhere to get like a hamburger or something, and he's still painted like this, and it's not Halloween, and he's like, yeah, people were freaked out.
I believe that.
Yeah. So this was kind of nice what he did. He sampled a guitar riff from this Brazilian guy who's no longer with us, and he realized, you know, there's no song without this, and he told his people, I want 45% of the profit of that song to go to that guy's family. And they're
No
like,
kidding.
That is really generous. He's like, you know what? There's no song without that. Without that song, if I didn't hear that riff, I never would have written this song, so I would have had nothing. And let's not forget, Gautier, I think he probably had a little more success in his home country of, I think he's from Australia. But, I mean, he was a one-hit wonder. So it's not like this is Elton John saying, yeah, give half of this song, you know.
Right. This
was his income.
His future, yeah.
So now the songwriter for this song took inspiration from a National Geographic magazine he was reading about the invention of the telephone. And he realized, like, you know what? The communication is just getting, you know, easier and easier, and there's really no excuse not to hear from somebody. If somebody is saying, oh, yeah, I try to get a hold of you, it's not really believable anymore. So he kind of wrote this song, and it became a hit for Reba McEntire. And I remember, boy, I got a lot of karaoke memories today. I was dating a girl who liked to sing Reba McEntire songs, and a lot of my karaoke songs are kind of theatrical and stuff. And she's like, how do you do that? How do you just go up there? I said, have fun. And so I remember she sang this song, and she went out from the crowd. It was a portable mic. She went out to the crowd, to every old guy in the audience, and she was asking them the question, like rubbing their hair, why haven't I heard from you? And she went from 1 to 1, and my buddy Steve, he's like, all right, Michael, you created a monster here. Look at this.
She's become an entertainer.
Yeah, yeah, it was a big hit. Here's Why Haven't I Heard From You, Reba McEntire, 89.5 WSKB.
Dorothy, I think you're great.
I think you're great too, Brad.
Dorothy, let's go away together.
Yes.
I'll call you at the Hollywood Parlor at 7.
Come on, girl, let it loose.
Yeah, back in 1876, an old boy named Bill invented a contraption that we know so well. By the 1950s, they're in everybody's home. It's a crazy little thing they call a telephone. Now there's one on every corner, in the back of every bar. You can get one in your briefcase, on a plane, or in your car. So tell me why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? I say, now, darling, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you? Well, there's no problem getting to me, baby. You can dial direct. I got call forward and call wait. You can even call collect. The serviceman, he told me that my phone was working fine, and I have come to the conclusion trouble isn't with my line. I'm sure the operator will be glad to put you through, so dial 0 for assistance if this all confuses you. So tell me why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? I said, now, darling, honey, what is
Dorothy? Dorothy? Hello?
You didn't even call me. How dare you leave me in that beauty shop all day long? All this green stuff all over my face.
Yeah, you pull that from the music video, probably?
Must be, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it was in my library, so I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Well, it scared me in the beginning. I'm like, there's no way that's the song. But then, yeah.
Well, once I heard Reba's voice, I knew it was the song.
Yeah, she seems. I hope she really is. She seems a generally a cool person.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything bad about her. She seems like a fun person. Reba McEntire. That's the show. Did you learn something today?
Yeah, I always do.
This was it was a fun show. Start of 2023. Plenty of variety for you.
That's
we
true.
We had some rockers. We had some ballads. We had even ended with a country song.
That could be a best of.
A little bit of everything. Yeah, it smells like a best of.
Yeah.
So we'll be here next week.
Hopefully. Yeah. God willing.
My name is Michael Buster McMahon. Drink your milk, look both ways before crossing the street, and never, ever give up your dreams. That's my pal and producer in there, Peter Cole. Say goodbye, Peter.
Goodbye, Peter.
We always like to end with something kind of fun, and this song wasn't as successful as his other release, but this is Benny Hill. He had a #1 hit with the novelty song, Ernie, the Fastest Milkman in the West. But yeah, 10 years earlier, he released this one that didn't fare quite so well. But there's a great joke in there about pasteurize. Like, girl, she wanted like a milk bath. And they asked, "Do you want it pasteurized?" She's like, "No, just up to my chin." So yeah, that's in the song, I believe. So here is Benny Hill, and we will see you next week. 89.5 WSKB.
Go on then. Yeah. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they know what they are. We have a treat in store. We have a treat in store for you. And indeed for all of us too, as well. Well, yeah. Here to give us a solo. Here to give us a solo is our worthy and respected choir master Ted Grumble.
Well, that's a surprise, I must say. However, since I have been called upon, I shall give you a new song. It's in the Modern Idiot, and it goes something like this.
Now Lucy went down on a farm, tried to milk a cow. Though she tried, she couldn't get the hang of it somehow. The farmer looked at Lucy and he murmured with a frown, "Well, now you just hang on tightly, gal, and she'll jump up and down." Oh, gather in the mushrooms, put them in a pot, pop them in the oven and serve them piping hot. To make herself more beautiful, she thought she'd bathe in milk. She said, "I'll have a bath." Well, to her milkman, Jackie Wilk, he said, "You want it pasteurized before I pour it in?" She said, "No, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chin." Oh, gather in the mushrooms, put them in a pot, pop them in the oven and serve them piping hot. The farmer courted Lucy one dark and stormy night. She said, "You are too old for me because your hair is white." He looked into her eyes and then he knew he'd have to tell her, "There's snow upon the roof, but there's a fire in the cellar." Oh, gather in the mushrooms, put them in a pot, pop them in the oven and serve them piping hot. She took him in the kitchen, she was his turtle dove, and then she started cooking dumplings on the stove. She wore a low-cut dress, ooh, it was as green as clover. He jumped with glee cause he could see her dumplings boiling over. Oh, gather in the mushrooms, put them in a pot, pop them in the oven and serve them piping hot. She said, "You give me £half and I will read your palm." And then she saw his love line went halfway up his arm. So now she's changed her prices, although she's just as willing. It's big fat men at £2.10 and little boys a shilling. Oh, gather in the mushrooms, put them in a pot, pop them in the oven and serve them piping hot. We're gonna gather in the mushrooms, put them in a pot, pop them in the oven and serve